Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Brown in at the 3. And for Los Angeles, in at forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Luka Doncic out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Hayes in at the 5. Should be some fireworks in this one, Greg. 2 cross-conference rivals squaring up.
Kevin, can you smell the intensity in the air? You can tell these guys mean business. Both teams want to prove they're the better squad.
Now here is Holiday. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Celtics shooting their first free throw of the contest. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. And this summer saw the passing of Laker legend, 3-time Basketball Hall of Famer, the logo, Jerry West, an all-star every year of his outstanding playing career before going on to have such a successful career as a coach and as an executive. Guys, this league will bear his imprint forever. Jerry West will be missed. An
all-time great for sure. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. They get the rebound. Here's Hayes. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
Tatum against Hachimura. Tatum kicks to Brown. Porzingis sets the pick for Brown. No good on the 3. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. And this group reaching a major milestone this season, notching their 50th win in their last game.
Hey, you love to ensure a winning season. And most NBA teams, even great ones, consider this a major accomplishment.
So it's the Celtics now. After the basket by Los Angeles. White, wide open, he fires. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, making a play for someone else. Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Reeves. Porzingis with the rebound.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
RJ, we've seen multiple all-star games for Jaylen Brown. Can he become a superstar?
Well, to me, if you've got a finals MVP in your back pocket on your resume, you are now a superstar, and Jaylen Brown is that.
Richard, when you talk about Jaylen Brown, many scouts felt he'd never be a #1 level option offensively. But he's proven some people wrong.
Kevin, many scouts have been wrong many times. The question has been answered. He wasn't a great shooter when he first came into the league, and his ball handling also needed to improve. But now, both of those are strengths in his game.
Now, here's Tatum. The shot by Holiday, no good. Lakers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Good.
Yeah, just too much big boy basketball by LeBron James, just bodying defenders inside.
Here's Tatum following the basket by LeBron James. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Well, Richard, you were a teammate of LeBron James's, winning a title in Cleveland with him, playing with LeBron. What was something you learned about his game and about him?
Well, I learned that he takes the greatness that has been bestowed upon him as a gift, and it is a curse, but he understands how to handle both.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hachimura. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And here's Tatum for 3. Boston, no good that time either. The Lakers trail. Reeves the pass to Doncic. And the basket is good.
And inside, Luka knows the bucket is there, so he is willing to fight for it.
White looking around. Boston again missing.
It is a shame to see a high percentage look go to waste. You'll be hearing about this one in the locker room, I'm sure. Nothing in the game's quite as smooth as a finger roll. Great finish right there.
Here's Tatum after the basket by Los Angeles. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Richard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside, White. Shot clock at 6. Up again. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. I now want to send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. Now, of course, I asked Coach what his plan was about defending Jason Tatum, and he said, I told our guys just to play smart, to play up on him, but not get baited into fouls, and try to get a hand in his face. Now, that's a difficult challenge for any defense, so we'll see what happens tonight. Guys?
Thanks, David. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. He's checked in for Austin Reed. Celtics also with a sub. Horford's checked in. Here's Doncic. Finney Smith finds Hayes. Over Porzingis. Hayes, no good.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
White. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, it's me.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea. Nice feed inside, saw the play develop, and hit him right when he needed to.
And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. Here he goes, and finished off by LeBron.
And they answer right back with as much force as possible.
This is a heavyweight battle, and both teams trading punches. And Richard, you've watched LeBron James over the years. His approach never wavers. It never changes.
He is all business all the time, on the court, off the court. The consistency of his focus and mental toughness is unbelievable.
Hayes trying to break free. Count it, good. Doncic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Holiday attacking. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball. I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Brown deciding where to go with it. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Tatum. Horford has a wide open look. And another miss by Boston. And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first quarter of play. Lakers on top, up 2. And we'll be back right after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
Now Reeves on the floor for Boston. Horford is out there with Torrey Craig. Then it's Tatum, and it's Pritchard in at the point guard position. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Normally he drains that.
11 feet away, Tatum gets it inside.
Love watching Tatum shoot with decisiveness. He feels like no one can guard him.
Here's Finney Smith. And yes, it's good. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Outside, Horford. Pass to Tatum. To the middle. Here's Hauser. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
Here's Vanderbilt. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum passes to Craig. And finished off by Craig.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Hachimura, he's checked in for the Lakers. Goodwin comes in for Connect. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
And Boston has possession, following the bucket by the Lakers. And the dunk by Horford.
No chance to shut that one down. Horford's reach made that play unstoppable.
Lakers trail by 3. Here's Hachimura. No good. Shot missing. Tatum against Reeves. Takes the three. Tatum no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Here's Vincent. Here's Finney-Smith. Lays it up and banks it in. Finney-Smith's got 4 points now in the quarter.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 53s a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strengths. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. Goodness.
Here's Pritchard. No scoring in this one. Down low. Tatum kicks to Craig. And it's off from three-point range. The Lakers have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Finney-Smith. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And it's a 3-point Laker lead.
Oh, just a beautiful textbook bounce pass. You love to see it.
Pass to Hauser. This one for 3. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his 4th assist in this one. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Vincent misses. Boston's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
You know what time it is? Eastern time.
Substitution here for the Lakers. Vanderbilt's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. LeBron comes in for Goodwin. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Austin Reeves. And it's Shake Milton in for Gabe Vincent. And Doncic, here we go. The stupendous finish in traffic. Doncic has got it all tied up now for the Lakers. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Three-pointer. Outside, Porzingis. No good on the triple. Lakers have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Here's Hachimura. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
The selfless attitude of James. When someone on his team has a clean look, he feeds him.
And he goes in for the dunk.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Lakers have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Here's Hachimura. It's hauled in by Cornette. Boston shooting a sweet 57% clip in quarter number 2. To the inside. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And look at that work inside. Recognized the mismatch and took advantage.
The Lakers trail. James with it. He's picked up by White. Out to Doncic. Back to LeBron. James gets inside and finishes.
Good work on the block. I like when LeBron gets aggressive this close to the rim.
The Celtics shooting 47%, pretty solid. Holiday finds Brown. Back to Holiday. No good from outside. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Excellent at dishing the rock. Luka with the nice feed.
A tight game here in Los Angeles. James against Brown. Pass to Cornette. Outside Holiday. Nailed from three-point land. Holiday's got 6. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes. And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Lakers lead by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Los Angeles. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Outside, the wings are Reeves and James. Hachimura out there with Jackson Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
And sometimes defenses sleep on Doncic's ability to elevate. He is capable of throwing it down.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Brown wide open. He fires. Off target with his 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those.
Oh, my goodness. What a play.
Stunning the crowd and the defense with that one. What a show from Doncic.
Celtics trail by 5. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Holiday, no one around him. Misses the 3. The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And that one's good. Hachimura.
You have to push Hachimura out of there if you're the defense. He's a real problem on the interior.
Inside, here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Lakers leading by 5. Now, here's Doncic. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
Well, the skill of Doncic at 6'7", 230, it makes him an impossible matchup defensively.
Porzingis inside, covered by Hayes. Brown outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Brown's got 7.
A consistent shot for him. Brown likes the 3.
Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of Porzingis. And Richard, it has been fun to watch.
Kevin, he's been effective on both sides of the ball. He's always been a good player, but his recent fit has really improved his play.
Outside Holiday. Off target from three-point range.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, you just can't get anything to go out there.
Oh, LeBron's just too strong inside.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017 has come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player. Here's Tatum. After Luka Doncic's bucket from downtown, it's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Doncic. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Oh, Doncic in traffic.
And the level of concentration that Doncic has, even under pressure, this guy is cool as a cucumber.
And it's slammed in by Holiday.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Offensive rebound. Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Here's Brown, following the bucket by the Lakers. Outside, Porzingis. Tatum wide open, he fires one. Hands it from downtown. Tatum's got 11.
Well, Tatum is the obvious option for the catch and shoot. He's such an efficient scorer.
James.
Oh, my! Nice finish. Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that one.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. 9-point game. And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists.
Oh, look out! Look out!
That's how you finish. LeBron dunked that like he was angry. Is he okay? Man, he got the table shaking over here.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
If you see your possibility, you know what to do. Show us your move. Still move. Oh, sit down.
some changes here for the Lakers. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jackson Hayes. Vanderbilt comes in for Rui Hachimura. And it's Connect in for James. Here's Pritchard, guarded by Doncic. Brown outside. The rebound by the Lakers. Doncic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. From 6 feet, that one falls. Finney-Smith's got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's Hauser. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Celtics shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
And the dunk by Doncic.
And great court awareness there helps Luka find an opening. Then he just explodes on the drive.
Celtics trail by 13. Pass to Pritchard. A three-pointer is right on target. Pritchard's got 5 now.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Brown, no good. Los Angeles leading by 12. Bounce pass from Reeves. Up and in on the layup. 10 points for him.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Lakers ahead. They lead by 14. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the floor for Boston, they've got Jason Tatum. Horford is out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Pritchard in at the point. A wide open look here for Craig. That 3 off the mark. And Los Angeles guys shooting a magnificent 69% of this game. Finney-Smith can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 14. With the drive, Tatum gets the bucket.
I love seeing Tatum exhibit the passion that he has shown us tonight. Such a motivated performance by him.
Tatum's gotten half of his 10 shots to fall. 5 makes from the field so far. Hachimura, the pass to Vincent. Taken away. Out on his own on the break. Here's Pritchard. The layup missed. Lakers leading by 12. On the wing, James. And there's another turnover by the Lakers. The Lakers making a switch here. Goodwin's checked in. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Pritchard to the paint. Here's Shireman. He gets it in there. Shireman's got his first points in this one.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
Here's James. Whoa, look out!
Goodness.
Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you. This is classic LeBron, leaping off the floor for a powerful dunk. Celtics
trail by 12. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. That cuts the lead to single digits.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Here's James. James slams it in.
Now look, a coach is going to trust LeBron James to just put up monster numbers because that's who he is. But it is nice to see him get into a nice groove like this.
Lets it go with the three. Rebound the Lakers. Finney-Smith's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Hachimura. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Great job by Hachimura to not lose his concentration. Boy, he plays with great focus and energy.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Austin Reeves comes in for LeBron. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Vincent. Austin also with the sub. Holiday's checked in. The shot by Holiday, no good. Los Angeles leading by 14. Hachimura with it, outguarded by Tatum. And that one is good. Hachimura's got 5 points in the quarter.
And a solid shooter from mid-range. Hachimura with textbook fundamentals.
Tatum passes to Pritchard. Back to Tatum. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Here's Goodwin. Misses off the left iron. Celtics trail by 14. Pass to Hauser. And the 3 off target.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Doncic, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Doncic has got 16 points here in the second half.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
Here's Hauser. Pass to Tatum from deep three-point territory. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
James checked in for the Lakers. Here's Tatum. Busted. No good that time either. Lakers leading by 16. And there is a whistle, and that's going to go on Jackson Hayes. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And here is Tatum.
2 minutes remaining in this ball game. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the fourth. Reeves the pass to Doncic. Over Holiday, and it comes off the front of the rim. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Holiday. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Doncic with it. Yep, it counts. Doncic has got 26.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Lakers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Luka Doncic.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And now we can see that when he's at his best, they are a very dangerous team, going up against the defending champs and getting the job done. Pass to Pritchard. Lets it go from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. Pritchard's got 6 points in the quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Shoots a three. Tillman's shot is off. Los Angeles leading by 17. Vanderbilt kicks to James. Pulls up. High post. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Count that one. Here's James. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fires the three. Horford with the rebound. Here's Pritchard. Plenty of space. Good on the jump shot. With the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
And you got to jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible. Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
That free throw, no good.
Gabe Benson, 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good. And so it's Boston with it. Here's Hauser. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Luka, coming out of halftime, you took it to another level. Did you think it was your time to take over?
I mean, sometimes you feel it, you know, sometimes you don't. You know, I think I felt it in the third quarter. I was having fun out there, you know, and my teammates helped me a lot.
They certainly did, but you made the shots, man, that led to the win, and congratulations. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony and our reporter David Aldridge and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. And now, our player of the game, Luka Doncic.